here you are added in this Microsoft team. You are added. This is the badge Garuda. You can access this badge Garuda after joining through your email. And there is this resources, and there are other channels like general exams, student tasks. So when the exam will be taken, so all the exam related files will be shared in the exam folder. And when I will start giving you tasks, so I will be sharing it the student tasks. So in the resources channel, go to this files, and there I'll be uploading it. Okay, so we go for it, and here I will upload it. Okay, so if there is anything you want to share for all of us, anything important, you can also share. Okay, and this way you have to access this Microsoft Team. All right, so nothing will be shared in WhatsApp. No files will be shared in WhatsApp. It will be shared in Microsoft Team, and you can access it, you can download it. All right. Now, uh, let me go to AutoCAD. Okay. So some of you may know this software. Some of you are new to this software, or you know some basics of this software. But I will teach you from the beginning. Okay. I will assume that you are all beginners to the software. Accordingly, I will share all the information. Now, as you can see that this is the 2021 version. You can use the latest version 2022. That also you can do. Here you can see right now, this is the start tab. Okay, currently I'm at the start tab. So when you open your AutoCAD software after installing, you will land to this start tab. And here, as you can see that this is called the ribbon. This portion is called the ribbon. So this ribbon and all the tools in this ribbon are deactive right now. As because I'm not in any page, that's why there is no use of these tools and they are deactive. So if you want to create a new file, so for that we have several options. Here I have this option called new, or you can use your shortcut Control N. And as per the default template, you will create a new page. I will come to the template part. For that, first let me share some other options how you can create. So here also, if you click this start drawing, you can create a new page. Okay, and also if you have already created files, so for that here you can go to open files and you can select your files and can open that. And if you have already created and you were working last, so in this recent documents you can see it. So it will be handy for you that the last time you worked on the same file, you can see it here, and it will be quicker for you to open those recent files. Okay, so it will be visible here. And here also we have this open, and Control O is a shortcut for open. You can open from here as well. So the same option you can get it. Okay, now this is as a ribbon, and here also we have this help tools, knowledge sharing tools. We have this account option. You can log in into your Autodesk account if you have. And you have the other options like help, and you can download the offline help. So anything related to your tools, you can get the knowledge. And if you go to this about Autodesk AutoCAD 2021, there you will find license option. There you can activate your license. Then here we have this notification option. So if you are login into your account, then you will get all this notification from Autodesk. They will share it. Now let me share what is about template. So template is all bunch of settings like your unit, your text styles, your dimension styles. With all these styles, you save it in a particular manner as a template, and the file type or the format is .dwt. Like for PDF file, you have .pdf. For pictures, you have .jpg or png. Similarly, for template files, for AutoCAD template files, the file type will be .dwt. And for drawing files, the file type will be .dwg. So you can save your settings as DWT files if you want to create your own particular template. So here we have list of templates provided by Autodesk. So this is the default template generally acad.dwt. This is the default template. Sometimes this is also default. So you can check it in the beginning. Okay, so that this one is set because this one will give you um, all the workspace in 2D. So that will be easier for you to understand the AutoCAD software at the beginning. If you are expert, so there will be uh, no hindrance for you. So, and if you are only working with 2D files, then this template will be necessary for you. And later on, you can also change even if you work with any other templates. So you can change it later as well. Okay. And here you have the other options for getting the templates online. You can have it. Okay. You can explore the sample drawings. AutoCAD, when you install AutoCAD, so you will have some sample drawing files also installed in your desktop or laptop. So you can click here and you can go there and you can explore. Okay. So I will suggest you that you explore the sample drawings. Now let me click on it with the default template. So as you can see that I have created one drawing one or one new file. And this is the title bar. Here you can see along with this Autodesk AutoCAD 2021, your file name is also showing with the file format .dwg, right? Now, here also you can see that it is showing you workspace. Okay, so what is called workspace? Workspace is called for the bunch of tools and ribbons which are set for your work purpose. Okay, so for drafting and annotation related work, we'll be having these bunch of tools in front of us, or it will be handy for us to have all these tools. Okay, so for drafting and annotation related work, these tools are necessary, or most of the time you will be using this tools. So if you get access of these tools, very easier for you to create your work with quick span of time, right? So accordingly, this set is created, and where it is placed, all the tools, that is called ribbon. Okay. So if I give you a simple example, you can understand that uh, a gift box. Okay. Suppose a gift box which is common for all the gift. Okay. So in that same gift box, uh, you can put any kind of gifts for your mother, for your sister, or for your brother, right? Those gifts will be different, but the box will be same. Suppose, okay. So the palette is your ribbon, okay, and the all bunch of tools and this ribbon menus, these all together is called your workspace, which is created for your work purpose. Okay. So here we have three different workspace. One is 3D modeling. So when I have selected this 3D modeling, you see that some ribbon menus are added and some are not there. Okay. And some extra tools are added here. So according to your 3D modeling work purpose, we have these bunch of tools. And for 3D basics, you see, we have less tools and we have less ribbon menus, right? So this is it. So you see that all the tools are organized in the ribbon menu and in the panel. So this is the draw panel. This is modify panel. This is annotation panel. This is layer panel. This is block. This is properties panel. Okay, block panel, groups panel, utilities accordingly. So this is mentioned here at the bottom of your panel. So all the tools are organized as per their function. So line tools are used, line, polyline, circle. These tools are used for drawing related. I hope you can guess it easily. So accordingly, all the tools are organized here. And when I'm placing my mouse pointer on these tools, you can see the mouse pointer. This is called a mouse pointer, as you all know. But in this working place, or you can say your drawing window. This is your drawing window, or you can also say this is the viewport. The actual term will be viewport. Okay. So this viewport, in this viewport, you have this cross hair. This is called crosshair. Okay. And currently, the color of this crosshair is magenta. So how I have done this, right click on it. This is, you can say, the quad menu, and here you have this options. And if you go to this display option, display tab, there you have this option colors. And in this 2D model space, we have all these options to change the color in this 2D model space. So this is model space. Okay. I'll come to this later. So this is your 2D model space, and you have the background option. You have this crosshair option. So in the crosshair, if you want to change it to white or any other color, so you can do that. Okay, apply and close. Click on apply, and it will be changed. All right. And here also you have this option crosshair size. So you can change the crosshair size. If you want a bigger crosshair, you can do it. If you want a smaller crosshair size, you can do it from here. Okay. So this is it. Now here you can see all the grids, right? All the grids are visible here. So for on off of your grid, you have this icon here, and the shortcut is F7. Now you also can see this UCS icon. Okay, this UCS icon is visible. So we have two different coordinate system in AutoCAD. One is world coordinate system and another is UCS, that is user coordinate system. So world coordinate system is very simple, that as per the world, the coordinate systems are aligned here. Okay, so you can see that as per the world coordinate system, this is currently aligned. This UCS also aligned as per the WCS. So how can you confirm, or what is the proof that the UCS is aligned as per the WCS? What is the proof? So at the origin, if you can see this small rectangle or small square at the origin, that is the meaning of alignment of WCS and UCS. So let me show you the proof. You don't have to believe on my words only. So I will place it in the different location. And if I change the X direction and Y direction, okay, now you see that it was initially WCS and currently it is showing unnamed. So unnamed will be shown only when it is changed to UCS, means user have changed according to its preference. Okay, so right now the X is X positive direction as per the user's choice, and Y and Z accordingly created, right? So if you have placed X in the perpendicular direction of X, the Y will be created and Z will be perpendicular with the both, right? And accordingly, you can see that the east direction, the north and west and south direction is created. And right now, if I go to this top view, and here you can see that even if I'm showing this X positive direction previous, how it was previously, but the small square is not available here. So right now, if I place my mouse pointer after selecting it, if I change it to world, then only you can see, then only I can see this square at the origin. Correct. So that is the meaning when it is aligned with world coordinate system, and here it will be mentioned. Okay. So now let me go to this top view. Okay. So this is the view cube which controls all the view. So as per your uh, view cube, you have uh, 6 sides, right? As per the view cube, as per a cube, you have 6 sides. So that means you will get uh, 6 orthographic views. Okay, 6 orthographic views, and 3 main orthographic views are there: top, front, and left. And the opposite of these three you will get also. And you have isometric views. So generally, you can say that you have all the corners. So 4 corners you have, okay, uh, but the bottom corners are placed in the ground, so you cannot have you cannot count those actually as a views, but you can get in this 3D environment. but those views are not that important, and you cannot count those as views, and those will not be useful for you. So here you can click here, and this is your southwest. You can count this as southwest isometric. Okay, and here it is southeast isometric, and similarly northeast isometric. Okay, and this is your custom view. You can get all these custom views if you click anywhere in between the edges, between the front or right. So it will show you the plane, basically the ZY plane, and the these planes will be basically shown with this edges, and the two orthographic views will be visible together. And if you change anywhere, if you want to come back to the top view, you just click on this top, and here you have. Okay, so this software as it's important for the layer management, for creating your blocks. Okay, for 2D, creating 2D blocks. Here also you can create some dynamic blocks in AutoCAD. And it has the scaling properties uh, for all your drawings, and you can create the documents the better. Here you can control all the documents with layers, and you can manage them here well. So for this purpose, we will be using it mostly. Uh, you can create your 2D drawings also if you need to create your 2D drawings only. You can create 3D models as well, but that won't be easier for you if you want to create your 2D models related to your civil infrastructure work. That can be building, that can be um, your roads, pipelines, but those won't be uh, easier for you to create in AutoCAD. For those, we have uh, uh, specific softwares, like for roads we have civil 3D, open road. uh, these are other softwares from different vendors. We have Revit architecture, we have SketchUp also. uh, so there are different software for different purpose, uh, by different vendors. So let me show you about the uh, WCS and UCS. Okay, so for WCS, we generally enter with asterisks. Okay, so how we can do that, I will show you. So currently this UCS is aligned with WCS. Okay, so if I put the UCS values, so it will work as per the WCS, as UCS is aligned with WCS. Okay, so one important thing is there, that all the values, all the normal values, all the coordinate values, x comma y values, here it will be worked only for the UCS. Okay, and that is why the UCS icon is available. You cannot see any WCS icon is there. So for WCS we don't need any icon, right? uh, if I give you an simple example, that you know where the east direction is, from which direction the sun rises. So for that you don't need any mark, right? Similarly here also, you don't need any mark for WCS. If you put the right value, the right format value for WCS, it will work in that manner. But for UCS, user coordinate system, so it is different for every user, right? So for different users we need a UCS icon so that we can identify that what is the current coordinate system as per the current user, right? So that is why it is given UCS, user coordinate system, and this is the UCS icon. Now let me go with a line. Here I have this line, or the shortcut command is L enter. So this line is activated. So don't move this view, keep it in this particular top view. And now if I want to create the line at the first point, that is 0, 0, enter. So this 0, 0, it is the origin of UCS. This is not the origin of your WCS, as because this UCS is aligned as per the WCS, so we are getting the same result. Now let me create 70, 50. So 70 is the X value and 50 is the Y value. Okay. Or you can place 70, 0 first, enter 70, 0. At the 70, 0 point, the line is created. And from here, you can put 70, 50, enter. Okay. Now I will press escape button. And if I want to zoom, so the shortcut will be double clicking the mouse scroll button. Just double click the mouse scroll button and it will be zoomed. Okay. So now you can see that this line is created and this line is created. So this line first point, it is placed at 0, 0, and the end point is placed at 70, 0. Similarly, this point, this line has 2 points. First point at 70, 0, and the second point is 70, 50. So these values are UCS values. Okay, how I will show you that. Okay, so right now, if I change the origin, so right now I have changed the origin of the UCS, and for your better understanding and easy understanding, I'm changing the X and Y orientation. Okay, so that you can easily identify the differences. Now I will with the line command with L enter, and I will put the same values 0, 0, enter, and you will see it is placed at the UCS origin as I was saying. And I will give the same value 70, 0, enter. Okay, and then 70, 50, enter. All right. So as per the X and Y, it is created. Okay. So these values are your UCS values. Okay. So if suppose if you are changing the UCS, but uh, for a shorter span, you need something to draw as per WCS. All right. So how can you draw that? So first here, let me hello. Yes. Hello.
Sir, your voice is not audible to me.
Am I audible to everyone or
Yes, sir.
Yes, audible.
Yes, sir.
okay? All right. So kindly check your network. I don't think right now any issue from my side, but thank you for noticing it. Kindly check. Okay. So now what I'll do, I will complete the rectangle. Okay. So I will take the
Hello, sir.
line.
I can't hear you.
Do one thing. Rejoin. Kindly rejoin. Okay, so are there anyone who is facing the same problem? Is there anyone? No, right? So everyone can hear me, right? Am I audible to everyone, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so let me continue. L enter, and I will complete the rectangle now, but with the WCS values, right? So for that, what I need in the prefix, I have to put this asterisk, okay, or this star. Then what was the value for this point? That was 70 comma 50, as because this is the this is your WCS origin. So let me show you that how it is the WCS origin. If you put star 0 comma 0, enter, you see that it is placed at this point. Okay, all right. So WCS will be calculated from the origin. Okay, all the values, all the coordinate will be calculated from the origin. So I know this is the origin, and from this is the distance 70 comma 50. So L enter, then press star in the prefix. Don't forget to place the star, otherwise that value will be calculated as the UCS value. So as per the UCS, you will get the result. So 70 comma 50 is the point. Here you can see. And now I want a line here, right? So the length of the line will be 70, but the coordinate value I need to place. So star, and that will be 0 comma 50. Enter, right? And then I can come back to what at the 0 comma 0, right? So star 0 comma 0, enter. Okay. So now I want to know that the function of UCS and WCS, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now you know that all the default values are for UCS, and UCS is the default coordinate system in AutoCAD. Okay. But we need the result as per the WCS all the time, and we won't place the star all the time for that. So that is why this UCS is aligned with WCS, so that in the default condition we get the same result as per WCS. So that is why in the default condition it is aligned with WCS. So select it. If you change the UCS, select it and just place your mouse on the origin, and there you have this world. You can change the orientation or the alignment as per the world coordinate system, or here also you have this. Here you can get to this WCS, and it will be aligned. Okay, all right. And here we have this command line window. Here you will be typing all the command, and with the help of command you will activate. And here we have this status bar. So in the status bar you will see that the current values of your crosshairs, the current coordinate values of your crosshairs, and what are the uh, uh, tabs, or what are the functions are active right now. These functions will help you to create your drawings precisely, and with less errors, and in less span of time you can create what you want. Like if you want to create a exactly straight line, so for that we have F8. Um, if you want to highlight the snap points of any object so that you can place at the right location. So for that, we have this object snap, and the shortcut for object snap is F3, and F4 is for 3D object snap. So when you will create 3D objects, for that F4 will be necessary. And we have F5. F5 is for your isometric. So you can activate the isoplanes. So for that, for F5, if you want to work with F5, your isoplane. So for that, first you need to activate ISO draft. Okay. So ISO draft or isometric view you have. So ISO draft you have, and for ISO draft, you need to change to any isoplane first, and then your F5 will work. As you can see, this is isoplane top, this is isoplane right, and this is isoplane left. Okay, so first you need to change it to a isoplane, and then only you can active. So that is the command, and here also you have this uh, functional key. So from here you can choose any other isoplane. So if you just off it, we'll have the orthographic plane. So this is your orthographic plane. So this is the right term, orthographic plane. And we are currently at the model space, and we have paper space also. So what is model space and what is paper space? I think you can guess with the help of this name. Model space, where you will be creating your drawings. And paper space. Paper space is the space where you will be managing all your paper, and there you will be placing your drawings, and after that you will be placing your dimensions, your texts. Your text you can place it in model space, but the dimension you must place it on uh, you in the paper space. Okay, and there you will be managing all the paper sizes, paper, your margins and all. So we have this two paper space. Why this two is available? Because for differentiating in different sizes and different layout. So that is why these two paper space are given. But generally we have the one paper space, but you can have the different options, which one you want to finalize for your printout. So that is okay. And now let me tell you about the more functional keys. That is F6. F6 is for dynamic UCS. So dynamic UCS is also useful when you will be creating 3D model. So let me show you the example. Suppose if you want to create any 3D model box, suppose you are creating the box here, and as because the visual style is set to 2D wireframe, it is need to be changed to realistic so that you can see all the solid surfaces. So now suppose on this surface I want to create a cylinder, and the perpendicular to this surface I want to provide the height, right? So for that I will choose cylinder, cyl is the command, enter. And if I don't have the dynamic UCS active, so for that F6, and right now you can see this dynamic UCS is off. So I cannot create on this surface. So what will happen, that it will be created on the working plane. What is the working plane? XY. Always the XY plane is the working plane. So if I want to work according to this surface, so that means this is XZ plane. I cannot work on XZ plane. So what I have to do, I have to change the XY plane orientation as per the XZ or ZX plane. right? So you can understand this way that if I rotate the XY plane 90-degree towards the front, then I can get my working plane as per this front surface of this box, right? So then only can I work. But that is some 2 or 3 steps are involved, and that will take time, and that is a time consuming process. And definitely if it is a complex thing, so we have to do it. But for this uh, right, for this requirement, we need to work on this box. We have this box and we can do it. So for that, just F6 is there, and you see it is highlighting. When I'm placing my mouse pointer on this surface is getting highlighted. So that means this this one is your working plane. For your temporary purpose, this plane is your working plane right now. So that is your dynamic usage. Your usage will work dynamically. As per this surface, you see, even my mouse pointer, even my mouse, it's showing you the red axis, and the y-axis is towards the upside, and this blue axis, it's pointing in this direction towards the front, right? And here you see, correct. So your UCS is working dynamically. So right now, if I want to draw it, so just create the center and define the radius and define the height. Okay, this is how it will work if you use dynamic UCS. I don't need this much. I will delete it, and I need to change it to 2D wireframe. I'll come back to top view. Now I have F7. F7 is here for grid. Okay, if you don't want the grid, so you can use F7 for the shortcut. F8 is for your ortho mode. Ortho mode helps you to get the straight line. So how it works, it restricts your crosshair between 0 degree, 90 degree, 180 degree, and 270 degree. All right. Then only you can get the straight lines. Suppose you want to work with straight lines and diagonal lines all together. So for that time, I won't recommend you to activate F8. Okay, if you are working with straight lines and your diagonal lines, so if you activate the F8, you again have to off the F8 or ortho mode, and it will be time consuming. So when you need straight lines, just hold the shift button. When you don't need the straight lines, you need diagonal lines, so release the shift button and you can have it. Okay, then we have F9, that is our snap mode, or you can say grid snap. So in the grid, on the grid intersections, it will snap, and as per the snap movement, it will be set. As per that, it will actually snap. So if you go to the snap settings, so this grid snap option is generally set as per the grid spacing. So here you can see that this snap is right now off, and the snap spacing is matched with the grid spacing. So that is why it is also named grid snap. But if you need to snap anything else, so you can change the value of your X and Y snap values or spacing. And here it is set to equal X and Y, so that if you change in X, it will be equal in the Y. And we have F10, that is the functional key for um, your uh, snap tracking, I guess. Just a second. Sorry, sorry for this fatal error. Okay, so we have this drafting settings. Okay, so we have this drafting settings, and we have F10 is equal to your polar tracking. Okay, so you can see this is the polar tracking F10. So if you want to track your angles, it will be easier for you to activate F10 with the help of this. You can easily uh, track your angles with the increment angle values. I will show you in the next class. And F10 we sorry, this is F10, and F11 we have object snap tracking. So if you want to track any object snap, so you can easily track that. So suppose you want to create this one here, and suppose you want to get the perpendicular, this point. You see that there is no point here, right? But I want to get as per this and to have a intersection point, this line and this line. So this way I can get my snap point. Okay, so this way I can track that snap point which is not present here. So with the help of F11, you see when you are activating it, so you see that green mark on this snap point, and when you place, just I'm placing my mouse pointer so that it will be tracked, and this green mark is showing, and the green mark is showing here. Then these two object snap will be tracked for these object snap, and now you can click on it. All right, and we have F12. F12 is for your dynamic input. F12, that is for your dynamic input. So what is dynamic input? Right now this dynamic input mode is off right now. So you see when I'm placing L enter, and you cannot see anything uh, along with the crosshair. So if you have the dynamic input, so along with the crosshair you will see a window. So there you can see all the values. So it will be easier for you, right? It will be easier for you to uh, keep your eye on the drawing all the time, so you don't have to uh, move your side anywhere else. And also one thing is there, uh, in the absolute coordinate we have also relative coordinate. So at the beginning, if you are using the dynamic input at the beginning, you may face it is working as per the relative coordinate. Okay, so let me show you that. If I go with 0 comma 0, enter, if you say 0 comma 0, so right now you can see at the top of this command line window, it is showing you the 0 comma 0 value. Or if you press F12, that is the AutoCAD text window or the command history window, here it is showing you 0 comma 0, the last value, right? So that is the normal value. Correct. So in the UCS, also in the user coordinate system, we have two different system. One is absolute coordinate system and one is the relative coordinate system. So I will share details in the next class. So now if I you see that with the dynamic input, I am getting the angle value as per my mouse movement and the length as per my mouse placement. It is showing you. So if I place 30 comma 50, now you see the value is taken as at the rate 30 comma 50. If I press F12, you see at the rate 30 comma 50, but I haven't placed 30 comma 50 at the rate 30 comma 50, right? So when the dynamic input is active, it will be taken as relative coordinate. Okay, so see, this is the benefit of dynamic input, and some other options like relative coordinate will be added with that. So if you don't need, it will be a problem for you. So be careful using dynamic input. Okay, so this is all for today. This is the basic of this software. I hope some of you may know about these things, and we will know some more details and we'll be start working. Okay, so this is all for today. I hope you all have enjoyed and you have learned something new. Those who are already aware of this software, I guarantee that you have learned something new in this class. So thank you all for today. I'm stopping it. So the class is end here.